What's up, guys? It's the Junkie. I'm back. It's Tuesday. Wait, is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday, 12:01 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is my reminder video about Friday's episode. It's going to be at 11:30, so tune in, because I have to work Saturday 11 a.m. to midnight again. So I'm going to push my show back a little earlier, so that way I'm not up too late. But the following week I will be on vacation, so I will be having live show normal time the following Friday. I think it's the 10th. But this Friday it will be 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so make sure you tune in. You still have time. That's why I wanted to post it today. If you want to see anything in my collection, let me know. Otherwise, I will just pick another random box, and we'll go from there. Now, because it's live, I'm talking to you live right now. If there's a knock at my door, I accidentally broke the chain on my door, the little chain that goes across. Jessica got home. I had to work late. She totally forgot that she put the chain on. So when I came home, opened the door, popped it off. So the apartments are going to come fix it. So they will be out. So if there's a knock, I'm going to let it run live. You're going to see Miss Haley running around back here. You can see her act batshit crazy. Because she goes nuts when somebody knocks on the door. Sorry, I'm checking a few things. I have to clarify something before I make a video. But I believe I just got a random act of kindness from one of my good friends. So, while we wait and while I shoot the shit, we're going to call this Bagging and Boarding with the Junkie Live. I had some books. I just recently got some bags, Mylar bags in, and there's been some books I've been meaning to switch over. Here's a Dead World. If you guys don't know, I collect this series here. But this is what I do. I'll just come in here. I'll just rebag and board. Usually I'll have a TV on. But let me show you the bags that I get. Okay. Now, you guys know a video I made about 6-7 months ago. I was telling you guys that I was putting all my comics into Mylar. Well, that's a slow process. Until then, I need to switch some comics over to regular poly bags. But here's what I use. Polypropylene. I believe Merc with the Mouth told me about these. Maybe I saw in a video. It's been a while, but these are a little bit thicker, and I get most of my supplies from BCW, but these are a little bit thicker quality. These are better. These don't tend to wrinkle. And here's, because my shop only had these kind here. This is the regular poly bag, and these tend to get wrinkly after a while. So I try to go with the polypropylene, just for my basic storage until I do get them over to Mylar, because I do like to switch these out every 6-7 years. 6 years is probably the most. So, but I do have some comics that need to be switched, so that's what I do. Any of my key books, like my Dead World collection, I put these in Mylar. Any key books that come in, I just put them right into Mylar. I don't even wait. But I got some more books in from my Haunt series. I believe I am almost complete on this. So what I'll do is, these were in double bag, two comics to a bag. So what I do is I just switch them over. I just switch them over right now when they come in. Like I said, I use BCW for all my supplies. Bags and boards nowadays have gotten a lot better than they were back when we first started. Well, when I first started collecting. So But like I said, I like the polypropylene bags. Like I said, Merc with a Mouth, he introduced me to them. He had a video about them probably, like I said, about a year ago or so. But they don't have that wrinkly look to them, and they're a little bit thicker. They are 2 milliliter, 2 mil. So they're thicker than the regular poly, and they don't, like I said, they don't tend to wrinkle. But while we're on it, the book I'm going to review Friday is Thunderbolts #1. This is another series from my from the original series that I'm trying to complete. I have most of the second half of there's like 2 parts. The first half and then the second half. The second half is the one that has Deadpool and all the good characters in it. I have most of that, if not all of it. The first part is what I need to complete. But this came out, I think, last month. So this is the book I'm going to review. Not Deadpool. Thunderbolts #1. So if you have it, read it, and then we'll talk about it, discuss it on. We'll discuss it on Friday night. Like I said, my show will be on Friday night at 11:30 because Saturday I have to work 11 a.m. to midnight, and that's a long shift. I have a long stretch. I'm off today, and then I'm off completely starting next. I get off work at next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I'm on vacation for 9 days. So I'll have a bunch of videos. There's some things I want to discuss. So you see Miss Haley back here in the background. Like I said, if maintenance knocks, I have to go down there and let them change the lock on the door real quick. But anyways, let me ask you guys a question. There's something I wanted to ask you. A lot of you go to cons. Jesse, if you can answer this for me, that'd be awesome. But what do you guys think if you go to the con 3 days? Let's say you go all 3 days. Let's say your con's 3 days. How much money do you take to spend at the con? I'm curious, because some people, it seems like they a lot of times when I go to the con, it doesn't seem like the deals are really there like they should be for comics. It seems like the Comic Cons are really getting away from comic books and are geared more towards like cosplay and video games and movie related stuff. That it's really gotten away from going there and hunting and getting good deals on comics. Now you do find good deals. You do find places that get that have dollar boxes and all that kind of stuff. But what do you guys usually take as your spending limit or spending amount for a con? I'm hoping to take. Now every year I always take about $2,500 to $3,000, but I never ever spend that much ever. I never ever spend that much. This year I want to get more autographs. Plus Norman Reedus is going to be at Tampa Bay Comic Con this year, and I definitely want to get his autograph and a picture with him. Jessica loves him, so we're going to get a picture and an autograph with him. And just him alone, just a picture is $80. No, the picture is $100. And you guys know what I'm talking about. When you take a picture with a star, how it's just you and the star or whatever. A picture with Norman Reedus, Daryl from Walking Dead, if you guys don't know, is $100, and an autograph is $80. So him alone is going to cost me almost $200, and that basically he's there for 1 day on Saturday, and basically I told Jessica, I said our whole day Saturday will basically just be in line for him. So I probably will get very little shopping. That may be a day I try to go get some more autographs from like collectors, or artists and stuff like that. Chad Harden's going to be there. If you guys don't know who he is, if you look up the Batman Eternal 19 variant cover, the German variant cover with Harley Quinn on it. It's a pretty rare book. There's only 999 copies made. I have 6, and I plan on taking probably 4 of them. I'm going to leave 2 unsigned just to have, and I'm going to take 4 of them to get signed, and I'm going to gift one away to one of my good friends on here on YouTube. It's going to be a surprise gift, but he kind of has an idea who it is. But I mean, it's just crazy, man. $180. $180 for an autograph and a picture. But to me, I mean, I've never really been a big fan of that in the past when I've gone to cons, unless it's somebody that I'm really, really, really a big fan of. And Norman Reedus, I'm a pretty big fan of his. So, to me, getting his autograph and stuff is worth it. But man, $180, guys. Okay, and here I'm rebagging and boarding some Western Ghost Riders I just got in. There's issue number 2. I just got this in. Putting that bad boy in Mylar. But, I don't know. I'm going with... Now, just... The hard part for me is I pretty much have... I get a lot of bonuses from work. And we get dividends checks from our stocks. And I work for a company here in Florida. And our company is doing pretty damn good. So they give us dividends on our stocks, and it's usually like 30 cents a share, and I have a lot of shares. I usually get a check for like $700-800. So I basically save that, and then I save like a couple bonuses, and then I just take money out of my check every week. Now the big problem for me saving is my eBay spending is completely out of control. So I always set my goal higher than what I actually have, because I know that I'll spend a shit ton of money. Ben Sullivan, what's up? Esteban, what's up, guys? You guys are watching, cool. I know it's early in the day and no one's gonna watch. It's just a reminder video and me just shooting the shit. I just recently started doing streams. I have a live show on Friday nights, Eastern Standard Time, usually at midnight, but sometimes I bump it back early, depending on my work schedule for Saturday, because I like to get at least a couple hours sleep. But man, live streaming is fun. I like it. I still like doing my regular haul videos, but I like the live streaming. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. I do it late because I don't want to interfere with anybody else's shows, or I don't want to step on any toes or anything. But if you guys want to tune in, you know, it's just us hanging out in our fucking... If you want to hang out in your PJs, you want to have some popcorn, get a couple drinks, some water, soda, whatever you want. And what I usually do is, my format is I'll come on, shoot the shit a little bit, and then I'll give 10 random shout-outs. Because I have like 1,150 subscribers, so I like to spread the love to everybody. So what I'll do is I'll just go on, I'll pick 10 random subscribers. It's not even in any order. They're not specific to anybody. If you're number one, that doesn't mean you're my favorite. It's just the way I pick it. And then I'll give one special shout out, and that could be for somebody that is either got a big book for the week, or they got a holy grail, or they made their first video, or they hit a milestone like a year or 100 videos or whatever. I usually try to give that person a little bit bigger spotlight. And then I'll do a review of a random book. It could be modern, it could be golden, it could be silver, it could be 1 book, 2 books. It's just a book that I pick out of my collection. Usually lately it's been newer books. But I'll read it, I'll go over it, spoiler filled, so I'll show pages from the book to give you guys an idea. If no one's picking it up, gives you an idea what I think about it. But this Friday will be Thunderbolts #1. Next week I might switch it up a little bit and do an older book, maybe a Golden Age book, because I have a lot of Golden Age books too. And then I just usually show like what I call what's in the box. And if anybody wants to see any part of my collection, I have close to probably 20,000 comics, not official. So if anybody wants to see a part of my collection, I usually show that off. And then I'll talk about like TV news, like if there's a new show or what I thought about a comic book related show that's on TV. And then just usually answer any questions anybody has, stuff like that. But I just want to come on here and get your guys' opinion on what you guys take for cons. I mean, like I said, I try to shoot for like $3,000, but it depends on how bad I spend on eBay. Like right now, I'll really start slowing down on eBay, so my haul videos kind of slow down a little bit, unless I find a really good deal, and then I feel like I have to pull the trigger. But my con for Tampa is in the first weekend of August. I believe August 4th through the 7th. And I'm going to go all 3 days. I'll most likely shoot video, I'll take pictures, and then I'll show you guys at the end of the day what I bought, any experiences I had. But I just wanted to come on here and see what you guys thought. Right now I'm getting ready to bag and board my free comic book day comics. Generally, what I'll do with them is I'll put 2 to a Silver Age bag. And this is my dog, Miss Haley. She loves being around comics. She loves... The only thing hard about having her in here is that she loves to be in your lap while you bag and board. So that makes it a little difficult. But she's a dog and she loves me so. But what I'll do with my free comic book day comics, because you know they don't come bagged and boarded, and I still have them here from Free Comic Book Day. My shop, what they did is they had the first 150 families in line got the entire set. So I showed up pretty early, and I ended up getting the whole set. My shop is Heroes Haven here in Tampa, Florida. They're just probably the best comic book store in Tampa. It's the only store I shop at. They support my addiction for comics. They have no issues if I want to order multiple copies of a comic, as long as I let them know. And I know there's a lot of beef going around of people, you know, getting pissed off that people go in there and they buy multiple copies of a book. But, you know, that may be the discussion I'm going to talk on Friday, but I'll hint on it a little bit here. To me, what does it matter? What does it matter if a person buys, you know, I understand where people get upset that, okay, if you go into a shop and you buy everything on the rack, to me that's kind of wrong. But if I set up in advance a deal with the shop and you know, have them order me 25 copies and they're put away, what does it matter if one guy has 100 copies, 200 copies, 3,000 copies of a comic? As long as it's being sold, who cares? You know what I mean? But I can understand where some people may get upset about, you know, somebody walking into a shop and let's say, like, I guess the big one was the Superman Batman 32. I believe that was the comic that came out that had the Chinese or Japanese Superman, and you know, people were going into the shop and they were just buying everything on the shelf. To me, that's kind of wrong, because you're not, you know, because you have people that show up at these shops at like when the fucking shop opens, and you know, they don't care. They just show up and they buy what they want and that's it. To me, that's kind of wrong. But if I pre-order the comics, what does it matter? You know what I mean? I'm not hurting anybody. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to come on here, give you a reminder. That's probably what I'll talk about on Friday, is my opinions on that, how I feel about it. Anyways, guys, just wanted to give you a reminder. I'll be on Friday. At 11:30. Hope you tune in. Like I said, right now I'm just rebagging and boarding, and this is what I do. I just put 2 books because they're, you know, I like to get the whole set just to participate. And I'm not one of them guys that just shows up at the shop and gets free books and then I leave. I usually buy. I usually buy a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of shops they'll have really good deals. You know, my shop had buy one get one half price off everything in the store. So they had action figures, comics, graded books, not non-graded books. So that's what I'll do. I'll just go in there and I usually take like $100 usually is my limit on Free Comic Book Day, and I'll just buy what I can. Like I got my pull list because it was buy one get one half price, so I figured, or buy one get one half price. I figured why not just get my pull list, you know, and just get it then. But anyways, guys, just here shooting the shit, bored. Just want to give a reminder video, so if you have any questions that you want to ask me, comic related, movie related, anything like that, leave it in the comment section below when this re-uploads to YouTube, and I will answer your questions. I will take requests on what you want to see in my collection. Last week, I switched it up a little bit. I did show some comics because I did a review on X-Men Apocalypse. Not a spoiler review, but just my thoughts on it. I did do that. Now, see this one. I'll put this one in a separate bag and board, just because I have, like, if it's like the Suicide Squad, I think is in here too. I haven't bagged and boarded that one yet. I will put that. I must have already bagged and boarded it. Yeah. I'll keep that separate, and I'll put it with my Suicide Squad collection. Like I said, I'll bag and board that one separate. And another good thing about my shop is, a lot of shops, don't you hate that when they put the stamp? I mean, if you're just getting them for you, whatever, but to me, just, I don't know. I think they kind of do that on purpose. And my shop doesn't do that. They don't stamp their books. I mean, they could if they wanted to, but... And see how I am? I get on here, man, I just start rambling. I just start shooting shit, rambling about nothing, everything. But anyways, guys, Friday night, 11:30. My dog is super needy, as you can see. Thunderbolts, #1, is the book I will review. So please tune in if you're new to my channel. I discuss everything comic book related. I have close to 20,000 comics, give or take. I've been collecting since I was about 8 years old, and I will be 45 this year. So, I've been collecting for a very long time. I don't have the original comic, but I do have, I did rebuy it. It was Captain America 207. It was the very first comic I ever bought, or got for Christmas from school. And I still not the original, but I still have the comic. I'm looking to get it graded, just to have it graded, just so I can display it. Because that book to me, I mean, that started me on the path that I am. But, like I said, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, if there's anything you want to see in my collection, please leave it in the description in this video here. And, I will try to answer them. No one's requested anything from my collection yet, so if there is something you do want to see, now see, like this one, it's funny. This one was in the Free Comic Book Day, and now look at the cover. It's Red Skull and it's Hydra shooting at Cap. Is that something that, you know, like I'll re-bag and board this one separate, just because of what happened in Captain America 1, issue 1, which I did a review of. And if you guys haven't picked it up, it's still not too late. But this is a really good book. Shocking ending at the very end. So go pick that up. And if you don't know, I'm a big Outcast fan. Love TV show. So, yeah, guys. It's the Junkie. I'll see you Friday night, 11:30. Tune in. Miss Haley might be there. She's acting crazy right now. She's super needy. As you can see, she's trying to hop in my lap. Anyways, guys, it's the Junkie, and I'm out. See you Friday night. Please tune in. See you.